New backdrop and everything. Well, I say it's a new backdrop, I just couldn't be arsed making my bed this morning. Hi guys, my name's Evie, and if you are learning that for the first time, then this is probably a pretty good video to start you off on my channel. Years and years ago, I think it was back in 2014, I made a 10 facts about me video. And I decided to do an updated one, but I've decided to go for 30 facts about me, as you might have guessed from the title, because I recently celebrated the age of, well, 30. Admittedly, being 30 has not been as bad as I thought it would be. I did recently write a post over on the blog, which is 30 things I learned by the age of 30. In fact, I'll pop a link to that post down in the description in case you guys want to check it out. Now, I had to watch the previous video so I could see what 10 facts that I'd chosen about myself because it was so long ago I genuinely couldn't remember. I will pop a link to that video down below as well if you want to check it out, but please be nice. I was like 6 months into YouTube when I did it. I was not as confident in front of a camera as I am now, and well, it's a bit shit. Anyway, I do want to keep this video reasonably short. I know you say that and you're like, you have never uploaded a short video in your life, but if I get 30 facts to get through, I do not want this video to be half an hour long. I'm trying to keep things a little bit more concise these days. Well, I say that, we'll see how it goes, but here are 30 facts about me, some of which you might already know and some of which might be completely new. This first fact is actually an update on the previous video. The last time round I said that my favourite Disney film was Peter Pan. That is no longer the case. In reverse order, my top 3 Disney films are Peter Pan, Frozen and Big Hero 6. Although I really like doing my makeup, when it comes to fashion, I'm more of a comfy, casual kind of person, which you might have guessed already. Usually I've got a hoodie or something on in a video. Today I've got a really nice sweater on. I've had this for far too long, but I cannot find one that's anywhere near as nice as it. But if I was to pan down this camera, I am sitting here wearing tracky bottoms because it's an indoor day and I cannot be arsed. On the subject of makeup, I might have gone a little bit ham with this one today. My favourite product, in case you couldn't tell, was highlight. In fact, there's a post going up in the blog very shortly with my top 5 highlight products because I am literally a girl obsessed. One of the first things that people notice about me is my hair, and more particularly the colour of my hair. I have been peroxide blonde since August 2011. Absolutely love it, although I have got no idea how I have any hair left because the amount I bleach it. But to be fair, whenever something big happens in my life, I have some sort of strange impulse in terms of my image and go for something completely different. For example, I had a breakup about 8 or 9 years ago, and I cut all my hair off and got my lip pierced. I moved house a few years later and that's when the peroxide blonde came in, so God knows what I'll do next. I'm really getting into photography these days. I'm not good at it by any means, but I'm trying to post on Instagram every single day. So far so good, I've done better than I did last year. But I think part of this is to do with the fact that I'm really getting into using my DSLR more. I use a Canon 700D to shoot all these videos and take most of my pictures, and I recently invested in a new lens. It's one of the Sigma 18-35s with an f-stop of 1.8. Bit pricey, but by God, it is an incredible lens. My favourite food of all time is pasta. I adore pasta. I eat far too much of it. I usually have it with some sort of spicy tomato sauce, such as arrabbiata, that's one of my favourite dishes, or more recently I've gone towards the con salsiccia idea, which is basically crumbled Italian sausage with a spicy tomato sauce. It is amazing. I get it in some of my favourite restaurants. It is to die for. Something that I'm not as happy about, I cannot draw for shit. I have a slight obsession with the Kardashians. Some of you might remember, again I think we're going back like 2015 when I made this video, I had downloaded the Kim K game that was out at that time and I spent so much time on it, oh my god. I think I actually spent money on it as well at one point. It is so bad. I'm not going to sit here and say that I watch the show religiously because I don't. There's only one show that I watch religiously and I will tell you what that is a little later in this video. But I feel like I'm constantly reading news articles and online articles about what they're up to and where they've been and what they've done. And I don't know, I feel like I've bought into their lifestyle a little bit. I am obsessed with Kylie Jenner. I love Kylie Jenner and I will not hear a word against her. My signature makeup look is generally pretty natural. Although I use a lot of makeup products, I try not to look as though I'm wearing too much makeup. One of my pet hates is when someone puts a lot of makeup on and they don't look anything like themselves. I don't understand that. I like to keep things natural. I tend to go for a neutral or a nude shade kind of eye, although to be fair, on nights out I have been experimenting a lot more recently and it's something that I find a lot of fun. This one might sound a little bit weird when I first say it, but scent is something that is really, really important to me. Probably gonna say the obvious on this part, but I cannot stand people that have BO. Well, it makes me feel sick. But on the other hand, I do like to have nice perfumes. Today I'm wearing a Victoria's Secret one that I got in duty free at Glasgow Airport a couple of years back. I love it. My other favourite fragrances are Diesel Loverdose and Diesel Loverdose Tattoo. In fact, I must just have a thing with Diesel because my favourite aftershaves for guys, definitely Only the Brave Tattoo. If someone is wearing Only the Brave Tattoo, I will literally marry them. I absolutely, honestly, solemnly swear I cannot live without Diet Coke. This has kind of been a lifelong habit for me ever since I got diagnosed with diabetes, mainly because if I want milk, I have to take insulin for it. If I want fruit juice, I have to take insulin for it. I am trying to drink more water, but I know I'm really fussy about my water. I can only drink bottled Evian because I'm just a fussy bitch. Also, if I go for too long without Diet Coke, I get really bad caffeine headaches. Like, I don't drink hot drinks, that's another weird point out there. I don't drink hot drinks, so I live off Diet Coke. I love the stuff, it keeps me awake and it keeps me happy. In my 30.5 years of existence on this planet, I have only left the UK twice. One of them was to Lanzarote in 2008. And I also went to, I can't even pronounce the name, so I'm just going to say Costa del Sol in 2010. I haven't been abroad since, but that is about to change because I am booked to go to Tenerife in May of this year. As you might guess from the fact that I make YouTube videos and write on a blog, I would love to work in a creative field when I am finished studying. I study broadcast production. Whether I stay there for another year or not still remains to be seen. I haven't solved that dilemma yet, but I do want to get into something creative, whether it's a technical job like TV or radio production, or whether it's the PR side of things, putting together campaigns, being creative with words, because I really enjoy writing as well. This next point is probably going to depict me as a bit of a control freak, which to be fair, I kind of am, but I always like a sense of structure with my plans. I want to know what I'm doing, where I'm going, who I'm going with, and when I am going. I want specifics. I hate people that say, oh, we'll just see how it goes and we'll decide how we feel on the day. No, I absolutely hate that. I volunteer in hospital radio and it is one of the most rewarding things I have ever done. I said earlier that my favourite food was pasta, but when I was a kid growing up, I don't know what it is about home comforts. My favourite meal when I was a kid was little tins of sausages and beans, or the Heinz ones that you get with the tomato sauce, not the gravy, oh my god. And little tins of potatoes. You know the ones it's like they peel the potatoes and like put them in a tin with salt water? They look like crap, they're really really cheap, but I love them. Even now, if I'm having a really down day or I'm feeling really nostalgic or I just want a home comfort, that is what I will pick up and eat for my lunch. I am not going to apologise for it. There's quite a few points on this list are probably something to do with age, but as I have got older, I have found that I have become so much more body confident. I'm not going to sit here and say that I do not have insecurities or that I don't have bad days, because oh my god, we all do. We are all human, but for the most part, I'm pretty satisfied with how I look. My music taste is incredibly diverse. That is one thing that I have said way back since I started this channel. Of course, one of my main loves is my pop punk and my rock music. I absolutely adore those genres, but I also love old school dance music. I love what's in the charts just now. I love a little bit of everything. Despite having had my car for nearly 9 months, the thought of driving still terrifies me. I haven't really spoken about my car much on this channel. I did mean to make a meet my car video like 6 months ago, but the weather was crap and the car needed a wash, so I never ever get around to it. Little Aurelia is parked outside. It's currently snowing. Well, it was snowing. I think it's sort of clearing now, but there's still a little bit of snow in the car. But yeah, I had a bump in the car in October, I think it was, start of October, and ever since then I've been a little bit wary about driving. There's been so much snow and ice up here which hasn't helped, but I am hoping to get back out in the car soon. Literally, I haven't driven to uni since 2017, that's how bad it's got. This one makes me giggle a little bit. People often assume that I am a bitch because I do not speak to them. In their defence, I can be a bitch, I can be a real bitch, I can be really, really horrible, but the reason that I don't speak to people is because I am so shy. People seem to look at me and think that I am this confident person. I am totally not. The thought of speaking to new people absolutely terrifies me. I hate being in social situations where I don't know anyone, and I really, really have to push myself to put myself in situations like that. I should point out, for the most part, I am a really nice person. I'm really caring, I have a big heart, and I always try and help someone out if I can. But if you cross me or you piss me off, your card is marked for life. I only ever buy my jeans from Topshop. For some reason, I currently have a bit of an obsession with artificial plants and flowers. Looking around my room just now, I know that I have got a cactus sat behind me, it's artificial. I've also got an artificial cactus in my cupboard. And then on my windowsill I have got 3 sets of artificial flowers. I've got a set of roses I got from Home Bargains, I just thought they were really, really pretty for blog photography. I have got wedding bouquet from one of my friend's weddings last year where I was a bridesmaid, and I've also got a big artificial orchid in the middle of my windowsill because I love orchids, but I cannot keep plants alive for the hell of me. I really, really, really want my own flat. Basic synopsis of my life: I moved down to England in my early 20s, came back up 3 years later in 2011, moved back in with my parents, and I haven't left. That being said, I have got a pretty big bedroom, I can appreciate that, but I have just got so much stuff. I feel like all my stuff is everywhere, I've got nowhere to put anything, and I'm starting to feel a little bit like I've outgrown my own bedroom. One of the things I absolutely cannot stand, oh my god, is being late. Whether it's me or whether it's someone else, I just absolutely hate being late. If I'm late for something, I'm stressed out. I feel like my heart is racing, it's horrible, and I feel like I need to try and get in contact with people to tell them I'm late. Maybe that's just common courtesy, I don't know. But I just feel like, it just really stresses me out. I feel like if there's a time there, the time has been specified for a reason, and I'm just really not happy bunny if either myself or another person is late. Maybe that goes back to the structure point I made earlier on, where everything has a time and a place, and that is that. I am really messy, but I am an organised mess. I just mentioned wanting my own flat, not having enough space. I'm sat this way with my camera because I can't be bothered trying to tidy that side of my room. It is just a nightmare. I know where everything is, which is the most important thing to me. If I don't know where things are, then I start freaking out. But I could tell you where pretty much everything in my room was. You might have to dig under a couple of things to get to it, but I could tell you where it was. I struggle to find clothes that fit me. I'm quite deliberate in how I describe this point. I need clothes that fit me, not me to fit the clothes. There is absolutely nothing wrong with my body shape. My body shape is perfectly healthy. I am 5'3", so I should come into the petite range, but petite ranges seem to be for like size 6 to 8, which I definitely am not. See, trying to find a top for me anywhere that fits, oh my god. But I'm at that age where it's not even a body confidence issue. I am perfectly happy with my body. It just frustrates me that I cannot find a top that fits my boobs and my waist in the same product. Should point out for the record, neither of them are particularly large or small. I am very, very self-aware. Over the last couple of years, I've become more familiar with how I'm thinking, how I'm feeling physically, and I'll touch on some of that in a second. But I feel like if I understand my body and my mind, things are so much easier. Instead of thinking, why do I feel this way? Why am I this? Why am I so tired? The fact that I now understand my diabetes and my mind has helped me massively. Leading on from that, therapy works for me. One of the things I really want to achieve in the course of my lifetime is to help smash the stigma around attending therapy and taking antidepressants. Neither of those things are bad. I've personally never taken antidepressants, but I know people that have. Therapy for me works wonders. Again, doesn't work for everybody and people have to do what's best for them, but for me, it honestly works. I would love to have a dog, but I just couldn't. I would absolutely love a little teeny dog. Well, it's probably a little bit small, but you get my point. I would love something like a pug or a dachshund or something else. It's really quite compact. It's not going to knock me over when I get in the door, but me and pets it just wouldn't work. Although I'm not travelling up and down the country as much as I was at one point, I'm still out quite a lot, whether that's at uni or volunteering or working, and I don't think it would be fair to leave a dog either in the house on its own or with my dad. It wouldn't be fair on him to expect him to look after it for me. Probably the more pressing point, which would affect me on a daily basis, I physically cannot pick up dog crap. People always laugh at me when I say that, but just the thought of having to go with a poo bag and no, I could not do it. Just no. That's the one main reason why I do not have a pet. And finally, the one TV show that I will get up religiously for to sit and watch, America's Next Top Model. There we go, that's 30 pieces of useless information about me which you can discard at your own leisure. Maybe it's helped you gain a little bit of insight into me. If there's anything else that you want to ask me, just leave me a note in the comments and I will come back to you. Usual shit disclaimer now follows. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, subscribe, click the little bell thing. Think it works, I'm still not sure yet, never really bothered to check. But thank you so much for watching this video if you made it to the end, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye guys!